What's going on, everybody? Just wanted to make a video. I did a old man EMU lift kit on this 99 LX470. I just kind of wanted to run down and show everybody what I did, just a general tutorial before I button it all up. And this kind of gives you an idea how everything works. So you're going to take the hook end, you're going to come through here. Now this truck is a little rusty. This is spun around it, not normally, it wouldn't be. You're gonna lower your spare tire. When spare tire comes down, you'll have a lot more access in here. Now I have a lift, so it was a little easier for me. But where you wanna start off on is definitely the shocks. So once you have everything supported properly, and there's a couple write-ups on it, this is gonna have a 12 millimeter, two 12 millimeter bolts up here as a cap. That hold the line securely to the original hydraulic shocks. So you're going to take those off. There's going to be fluid, there's going to be spillage. Be ready for it. You won't be able to pump the system dry. So you're going to loosen those, pry the little thing up. You can leave the line there if you want, however you want to do it. And then underneath that on the Land Cruiser is going to be a 19 millimeter. I soaked it with PB. Mine, I had trouble coming off, so I ended up taking a Dremel tool, and I'll show you what I used here in a minute to get the top nut off. Basically, I just cut a slit in it all the way down, and then I was able to, back it off with a 19 millimeter. Then you're going to come down here. You're going to remove. This is just threaded in, so there's actually a post here. This is threaded in. You're going to back that out, and then you remove your shock. Once you remove your shock, you're gonna do that on both sides. You're gonna come here. This is a 12 millimeter. Back that off. And like I said, make sure everything's supported properly before you do. I actually had jack stands underneath this, even though it was on the lift, to help me do the job. Once you get that out on both sides, you're gonna raise the vehicle. And once you raise the vehicle high enough, you'll be able to pull out the old springs. They're really weak and thin. I'll show you here in a minute. Just because they didn't need to be heavy duty for this, because the hydraulic suspension took all the weight. So they were just more carrier springs. But this is hardcore, it's heavy duty. So now those are in, the shocks are on, and that kind of gives you a rough idea of what to do back here. Like I said, dropping the spare is the way to do it. I could not imagine doing it any other way. It'd be a nightmare. Then let's move to the front. This is a torsion bar setup, so you're going to need to index and mark these once you get them out. The way I did it, this is a 30 millimeter nut. You're going to back that all the way out. Make sure everything's supported properly. That is huge on this. So if you're not comfortable doing it, pay a shop to do it. So you back that out. It'll relieve all the tension on the torsion bar. You're going to have two 22 millimeter bolts. The one comes through here. This is your other one. And then you got your nuts on the back side. This one will completely slide out. This one will not. So what you'll do is take a punch, and you're going to drive this back on the splines until it comes off. Once that's free, it really is helpful to have a second person. You're going to pull this down and push this up and keep pressure against this. And then what you're going to need to do is knock this back. I just swiveled it down. I soaked it with PB for a while. And then I was able to beat this back and then use my punch on the top. These eventually came loose. I greased them, cleaned everything up. There is a way to index them. So you need to mark spline to spline. So you'll mark here. It has a missing tooth. So index that, mark it. And as you can see, you want to have that even. So this spline, you're going to match up to this spline as far as this goes, and then you're going to go 5 in. So the reason you want to do that is so that way you can actually adjust these up and down and have a full range of motion. And then I'll show you real quick on the shocks what I had to do. Here's the old things. Nasty. Let me get this going here. Hold on. So then what I did here, get these on the locks, hold on. Okay. So then what I did here, you got a 19mm bolt, 19mm nut, loosen those up. Don't take them all the way off yet. And then you're gonna have the same setup here. Here's the line. You're gonna have a 12mm bolt that goes in each side here, and then you're gonna have a 19. Again, I took my Dremel. This side actually came off, the other side didn't. I had to cut the nut. You'll replace it with a 22 and all new hardware. Went together really nice and clean. So this is what I used, just a Dremel, and then I used the reinforced cutting wheels. These are awesome. They did a great job, and basically all I did was just cut into that top nut and give me the ability to get everything on. So just wanted to show you guys how it was done. You know, we're gonna put this all back together and then level it and make sure, you know, you want to measure when you do it from the center of your hub to the top of your wheel well, and then match that on the front unless you want to rake. But yeah, that's it. Just wanted to make a video for you guys, kind of show you how I did it, and that's it.